Hey, what's up, everybody, man? It's me, Hooliganism 1982, and this is my contest entry for Danny LeBlanc's What's Your Favorite Figure contest. And as you see here, I have a Thing figure, and not just anything figure. It's actually a Marvel Legends Showdown thing, and this figure is amazing. And there's a lot of reasons why I like it, but the main reason why I love this figure is because what it did to me as someone who's into comic books and someone who likes action figures, just in general. This figure got me into the character. I wasn't much of a fan of the Thing. Sure, I knew about him. I knew like his origin stuff. This is like basically like the shit everyone knows, you know. But because of just generally knowing about comic books, watching the cartoons and the movies that came out, whatever, you know who the Thing is, but you never really like if you're not into a character, you know the basics about him, and that's all I knew about him. For me, he was just the strong guy of the Fantastic Four. Then I got this figure. I was so amazed by this particular figure here that it got me into the character, and it made me really become interested in, not that I follow him hardcore, but I did a lot more research about the things he's done in the Marvel universe, and it turns out you know the Thing is probably within among the top 10, if not the top 5 most important characters in the Marvel universe. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, top 5. I'm like, yeah, dude, look him up. He's done a lot of shit. You know, um, you find out that like no one has more heart than him. Maybe the only person that could even like come close to having as much heart as the Thing is Captain America. He has that never give up attitude. And he's just a badass too, man. Like he doesn't take shit from nobody, and like, you just find out more about the character. He's just a really cool guy. Um, as far as the figure, why I fell in love with the figure before I fell in love with the character is because of this amount of detail done in this figure in particular. Um, as you see, I have two because I had one. I thought one was enough. Right then, I entered JB's contest, the What If contest, and I did a World War thing. I made a nifty little outfit for him. And you know what? I didn't want to take them off. I didn't want to take it off because, it's all sewn, it's leather and stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy another one. You can pick them up relatively cheap for under $10 on eBay. He came in a 2-pack with Spider-Man. You can pick up the 2-pack for under $10 and ship probably 12. So yeah, this guy's relatively cheap, and for the price he is, man, for picking him up for under $10, he's amazing. Like he has all the articulation that you would want, minus 1 point. You know, but I'll get into that now. So to start off with the articulation of this figure, he has a toe joint. Uh, yeah, toe joint right here. He has a ball jointed ankle, which does 360, goes up, goes back, and it has the pivot. A lot of people like the pivot because it makes them plant firm, like the foot planted when you're doing poses. I really don't care. I don't think that having a foot planted really makes a difference either way. For good or bad, doesn't take away from anything. But some people like it. I really don't care for it. He has double jointed knees. He has a thigh swivel, and he doesn't have a uh, ball jointed legs, I guess what you would say. He has a what I like to call peg and socket. It's like just a bar, right? And then the socket, the socket's the joint itself. But there's a good range of articulation there. He splits out well. You could bring him forward well and stuff. So it doesn't matter. It does its job. He has 360 at the waist. He has an amazing diaphragm joint right here, where you could bend down or look up, and you know, um, he has left hand has finger articulation right there. He has wrist articulation, right? The one thing that he is missing though is forearm articulation or swivel at the wrist, and he does not have that. Not a big deal to me. I'm so impressed with just the way the figure looks. Period. That it doesn't really matter. He has a ratcheted single jointed elbow, and the ratchet goes in three positions, or yeah, three positions, right? And you'll just hear the click or feel the click, you know. And he has a bicep swivel, and he has a peg and socket shoulder, you know, which is nice. The arms go out to about here. You know, it's not a big deal. It's not the greatest, but you know, it's a big dude. You know, he's like a Hulk level character. You're not gonna be posing him like in some crazy ass Spider-Man poses or anything. Um, his head's actually really articulated. You could pretty much do anything with his head. Put him in like a side, like tilted to the left or the right or up, down, look up, down, left, right. It's like I don't know what type of joint this is. It's really weird though. I never counted it in any other figure I have, so you know, he's really, really, really cool. You know, you could do anything with his head, pretty much. And just going down to like he's in his traditional blue speedos. You know, this is the way I like the thing the best. In his blue speedo, and yeah, he just has all the right textures. Like his skin's textured right. It feels like rock. You touch it and you feel like rock. He's heavy. He got some nice weight on him. You know, just it makes you feel like you're holding a miniature thing. Like it makes you feel like you're actually holding a piece of comic book. You know, like a comic book popped out of the page and you're holding it in your hand. And this is really, really good. And yeah, pretty much I could show you a size comparison to a regular size Marvel Universe figure. You know, like that scale's about right. You know, you can't complain. That's Bucky Barnes. He probably stands at, like in real life terms, like 5'11", 6 foot tall, maybe 6'2" at the most. But I would assume that he's like 5'11". That's what I think. And like Ben standing there like almost 7 feet. You know, and in real life terms, he stands about 4 3/4 inches tall. So he's probably as tall as most of your Hulk figures or the new Juggernaut and stuff. And just another thing, I don't know if I said this before, but he's the best looking Thing figure ever made. You know, 90s figures, Marvel Legends, Fantastic Four Classics, and what's that other shit? The movie line. You know, those things, there's some nice ones. Right, and the House of M thing. Actually, that one's probably my favorite Legends thing. Is the House of M one, which is the It. But that's probably my favorite personal one, like out of the Legends line. Right, but none of them compared to what this guy looks like. You know, and I know that there's a thing coming out in Marvel Selects, and yeah, they're action figures, kind of. You know, I like to reference them as slightly articulated plastic statues, right? But that one does look really nice, though. I give it to that one. But as an action figure, I'll still probably give the edge to this one, just because all the articulation it has, and it kept an amazing sculpt. You know, they tried to release them previously, and it just didn't work out. You know, like. This is the first Marvel Universe thing in 3 3/4 inch scale, and he looks pretty shitty. And then they made a better one, right? Which they used pretty much the same mold, but this one looks a lot better, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I'm cutting it really close to 10 minutes here. Just a reminder, guys, I got my contest going. Please enter. Dude, I'm giving away a lot of good prizes. And thanks for the guys who did enter already. But come on, guys. I'm probably gonna extend the contest another week or two, you know. But I'll make another video about that. So, all right. Later.